Hey, what's going on, guys? Justin Wilmot coming at you here. Look, quick message for you. 10-hour wholesaling is not co-wholesaling. All right? So I have a quick little message for you. So when I first invented the 10-hour wholesaler system, it came from out of a place of pure invention. Not to pat myself on the back, but I'm going to do it. Pioneering, right? So one day I figured, look, there's got to be an easier way to get inventory in the real estate investing space, something that we can have in abundance and not have to do all this work for motivated sellers and go direct to sellers. So one day I got this clever idea from a deal that I had done with a few other partners and an attorney of mine. And what we did is I ended up buying and selling someone else's property. And that somebody else was not a typical seller. He was a wholesaler. He was somebody who just simply had the property under contract. And I bought that property or bought that contract from him and marketed and assigned it and flipped it over to my buyer, making $8,645. Okay, so that one deal sparked a movement. I created a system and a business that I called 10-hour wholesaling. Reason being is because it allowed me to free up my time and not have to work nearly as much as I had to when I was buying, renovating, flipping properties. Now, it's really important to remember that I did this deal without any of my own cash or credit. I didn't need to have, actually I had private money lined up, but I didn't need to have that at all. I had hard money lenders. I didn't need to have that. We have sources of revenue, but we didn't need to use it because we simply bought his contract and then assigned it. Sometimes we call that a double assignment method. So look, at the end of the day, in the early days of 10-hour wholesaling, I associated 10-hour wholesaling with co-wholesaling because frankly, there was nothing else out there that was anything like what I had, and I needed to find a way for people to wrap their mind around what we were doing. But the more I started looking around, the more I see that people were co-wholesaling in a way that I didn't like them to associate 10-hour wholesaling, which is what I call now JV wholesaling, which is joint venture wholesaling. Now, here's what I mean for any of you that don't know what co-wholesaling is. Co-wholesaling is typically where a wholesaler has a property under contract, and then somebody who, let's just call him co-wholesaler Bob, takes the property and just starts marketing it to whomever, buyers list, social media, whatever. And it's literally someone else's property. It's another guy. Wholesaler has it under contract, and he's just marketing that contract for a higher price and hoping to get some sort of fee out of the deal. They call that getting in the middle of a deal. To me, that sounds what the definition of bird dogging is. By the way, co-wholesaling and bird dogging don't really have a definition. It's something that somebody made up at some point along. Just like I've made up with 10-hour wholesaling, okay? And so 10-hour wholesaling is the correct way to be an investor. It's the right way to buy and sell a deal, okay? So look, if you got any more questions or want to learn more about it, obviously I highly recommend that you join the 10-hour wholesaler community and see how we close these types of transactions out of a few different ways. A double assignment method. B, use an option contract. C, transactional funding. Close on the deal with the wholesaler and sell it to your end buyer all in the same deal. And D is a secret. I'm not gonna let you know about that one yet. So I highly encourage you to join the 10-hour wholesaler community, and please, for those of you out there, do not associate joint venture wholesaling, which is something that I've created. At least I haven't heard anybody say it yet. So joint venture wholesaling or 10-hour wholesaling with co-wholesaling, okay? Co-wholesaling, again, is when you're spreading properties around, and that's also something that's commonly called daisy chains. Very annoying. As somebody that's also a developer, seeing that kind of stuff is extremely annoying, and you're not adding any value into the marketplace. And to be honest, it sort of annoys me when people associate 10-hour wholesaling with that type of business model. So I encourage you, if you want to learn more, buy the 10-hour wholesaler and learn how we do it, okay? So 10-hour wholesaling, not co-wholesaling. It's just a smarter way to leverage what we call OPI, other people's inventory, buying and selling other wholesalers' contracts. Very simple business. Wish the best to you.